This episode of the Mike O'Mara Show is brought to you by Hulu Plus. Watch your favorite shows anytime, anywhere with Hulu Plus on your TV or on the go with your smartphone or tablet. Shows like Family Guy, Once Upon a Time, New Girl, Scandal, and more. Right now, you can try Hulu Plus free for 2 weeks when you go to huluplus.com/TMOS or click the banner on our website. That's huluplus.com/TMOS. Timpani, please.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store and around the world on MikeO'MaraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
So I am sitting here at the property that I am renting, and it is an older property, and to the right of me, my wife is actually doing a load of laundry.
No, I'm surprised that you have a washing machine at Gulf Cottage.
Yeah, I thought it was a little stream and she's using stones.
Yeah, just beating the
You know what?
rocks.
It is. She is not using stones. It has a washing machine, and I will tell you this, that it is on the spin cycle right now, and I am about 20 feet away from it, and I swear to God, I feel an amazing sensation.
Oh,
I am my
Do you need a
chair,
moment?
my little antique chair that I am sitting in right now
Yes.
is giving me a wonderful vibration,
Oh, how
a
lucky.
vibration that I have not experienced in a long time. It's wonderful, honey.
I see you're
Really,
shaking
really
a little
terrific.
bit. You can actually see the camera shaking a little bit.
Well, the camera's
She
nervous.
is. Carla is very thrilled. Carla is very thrilled because the drill is this: in the pouring rain up here in Maine, Carla finishes doing our family's laundry, and then she transfers the family's laundry to our automobile, where she has to drive to my sister's house to put it in a dryer.
Oh my God!
Does the lady of the house normally use like a clothesline?
Yeah, and
Wow.
I or the renters that are here. I'm not sure.
I have
don't
a
wanna-
new song.
I certainly remember, boys. I don't want to go into any kind of detail.
Understood, Mike.
Thank
I
you.
actually have a new song for your haunted cottage up there. I don't know if you recall the popular sitcom, The Ghost and Mrs. Muir. But
Jesus, what year does Oscar? Do you even know that
No,
show?
I don't.
well, Mike, of
Mac
course.
is laughing like he knows the Ghost and Mrs. Muir.
He doesn't.
It just sounds funny, doesn't it?
Well, that's you, Mike. You're in Gull Cottage up there. You're Hope Lang, and you're hoping that you'll be visited by the friendly Captain Greg,
and Captain Greg was played by
Edward Mulhare.
Jesus. How do you know these
Unless
things?
you
I
will
don't
go to the
understand.
original movie, it was played by Rex Harrison. Second Rex Harrison reference in as many days.
The Ghost and Mrs. Muir.
As you are
but
in
we
Gull
are up
Cottage,
here.
yeah.
So it's always an adventure, always an adventure.
wait.
The wilds of Maine.
Did they-
Steady pouring rain over the pine trees on a beautiful gray overcast day here on the Maine coastline. Yes, sirree. How are you? Looking out there, you can't see the bald eagles fly when the full pouring rain is coming down, ladies and gentlemen.
Did they tell you they didn't have a dryer in your home?
No, no. But that's you're gonna try to get me in trouble.
No.
You have to stop.
I think a
you have to
discount
stop
is in
because
order.
you're a troublemaker.
Yeah, he's a king mixer.
A
this guy.
refund.
A
He
refund.
is, he
A
is.
prorated refund.
Look, it's probably, let's say, $200 of worth the hassle a month.
well, at least what Kathy's charging you.
I think it may be a space issue. I think it may
Carla-
be a
Is
space
your
issue.
sister charging you for the dryer?
Oh, that's
Carla
hey,
go
Carla.
over there with the
Okay, I'll
roll of
ask.
quarters?
Carla, the guys want to know if Kathy is charging you to rent the dryer.
Just electricity and wear and tear.
Yeah. Think about the life.
Exactly.
Kath,
that dryer.
you know what? Might be Kathy's babysitting tonight, so we can't be mean to her. Might be a good idea to leave a 10 spot on top of the dryer. when we
Tape it.
finish up.
Tape it
Yeah.
to the front of the dryer.
Tape it. Yeah, Rob said tape it to the front. You know, by the time I get done doing these shows, I'm going to alienate every single member of my family.
Oh, Oscar.
That's what I'm going to
No,
do.
it's
Do you
her
smell
fault
that?
because she tried to rent you her home. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I know. Well, which is technically my home.
Yes.
Oscar, do you smell that in the air? That's the smell of burning bridges.
Covered bridges.
All right,
flames.
Mac, I need to bring Pony over to your microphone.
Oh, so
you
you can be
you
seen.
boys need to switch sides so that I can get a good view of Pony Boy because
I see Mac dressed up
it's been a
today.
long time. Let's see. I haven't seen. Let me see you. Lean in a little bit if you don't mind, son.
Yeah, lean in.
Thank you.
There you go.
Seems strange to call a man in his 30s son, but there he is. Hi, Pony.
Hello, Mike.
There he is.
Smoke that cigarette.
Okay. Yeah, here we go.
Puff, puff, and if you smoke
Fun,
yourself to
fun,
death.
fun, fun, fun.
Just quick one today.
That was good. You caught me by surprise. Was settling in for about 50 more funds.
No,
but anyway.
things are happy in Gull Cottage. We want you to smile.
You know, I as I said, probably once every 2.5 to 3 weeks, there will be something that comes my way that I feel that we can use, that can be useful for one of our crew. And today I found this, because every single day I will tell you about some of this material that one uses to prepare a program like this. There's a lot of crap. There's a lot of useless surveys and lots of garbage. So you have to weed through the garbage. And the only time, and really, even if I like it, it's still garbage.
Right.
It's just garbage that I happen to like.
Now, a lot
and
of
so
your
that's
sources
what this is today.
Your sources are still largely Time Magazine.
Time Magazine, Esquire,
U.S. News and
Harper's
World Report.
Weekly, and the Prairie Home Companion.
Do you still take Look?
No, I gave that up. But I take Life and the Farmer's Almanac. And Reader's Digest, and also Field and Stream.
You know, we almost match up item for item. I still take Cooperative Disc Jockey.
What about
That is such a great publication.
What about Jet?
Jet, you know what? I don't like to get racial on the show, but when President Obama was elected,
Yes.
I didn't think it was necessary for me to subscribe to Jet anymore.
You know, I subscribed for a year and not a single article about airplanes. I was so shocked.
And besides, and Jet, by the way, I stopped subscribing to Jet, but the fact is I never canceled my subscription to Ebony.
Oh, good.
Good man.
Thank you. And not only that, and as anyone on the show will tell you, all of my greeting cards for everybody's big day are mahogany cards.
Yes, from the Hallmark Mahogany Collection. And
Yeah.
I think the reason you keep that Ebony subscription, Mike, is when they put you on the cover in March of '92.
Well,
This
now
cat
you're
is
embarrassing
happening.
me. Now you're embarrassing me.
Well, someone
you
has
really
to
are.
do it.
Radio's Mike O'Mara.
That's right.
Yeah.
Man in Black.
It was a horse race. It was a real horse race between me and Johnny Holiday. So, as we get into this right now, this is the story here. The words you use. I want to ask Pony a question first, because in order to do this experiment successfully, before I read you this article, I want to ask you a question. We have an update on our app, which you have been working very hard on. Is that correct?
This is
All right,
true.
so tell everybody what they need to know about the Mike O'Mara Show app that they can put on their very, very smarty pants phones.
Well, if you have either the yearly bonus show account or a monthly bonus show account, you can now access the bonus show straight from the new TMOS app. All you have to do is go to MikeO'MaraShow.com/app, and that'll tell you everything you need to know to get started.
That is wonderful.
Not only is that great
wonderful.
news, Mike, but can you see Pony from where you are right now?
Yes, I can.
Has he ever looked more at ease?
Yeah,
Oh, absolutely. He looks confident.
He is happy and confident.
He
I
looks
like
confident.
This pony. I like this guy.
He
He's got
does
a big
look
win right in
confident.
his wallet.
And,
He's got a big one, and he's showing it.
Let me try to make
On
him
his
a little
trousers.
less confident. Pony, how come you didn't come to Maine?
Well, because, again, I was planning on getting my teeth done that week, and that was a big mistake.
No, it was
No,
a mistake.
he's really going against the bit right now.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't used any of the words that I have. Let me get right to it.
Okay.
The words you use tell people a lot about the kind of person you are. Especially in an email, people tend to make assumptions based on what you write. So we have here, ladies and gentlemen, 10 words you should avoid so you can sound more confident.
Okay, let's
so-
do this.
And I will tell you, Pony has not used any of the words that need to be avoided
No.
in either of the questions that he has answered.
Good for him.
Would you boys like to ask him a question that maybe would
Sure.
would make him
Sure.
hem and haw and use some of those
Pony.
words?
Yes, sir.
When's the last time you've had sex?
Well, it was about 2.5 years ago.
Ah,
It was a
would you
long
Why
time
is that?
ago.
Why? Do you think there's a chance that you will have sex again anytime soon?
Calendar year
And why not,
2014.
Pony? Why aren't you out there pursuing it? Why aren't you out there trying to get it done? Why aren't you out there trying to find love?
You know what? I've been lazy, and it's time that I got back out there and pursued love.
Pony, I'd like for you to...
He's going
Do it.
he's going the opposite way. He's not
doing a
using
great
any of the
job. You're doing
words.
a great
This is
job.
great.
Well, we need, I think, to delve deeper. Pony, can you describe the woman that you had sex with?
Well, yes. She was kind of a bitch. She was crazy.
See, he's using. That's a
was
confident word.
OCD.
Yeah. You know what I'm hearing here? Do you remember the sort of halted style we would get when we would play the game?
Yes.
And people would go, well, that is a reason that...
Yes, that's what he's doing because
Yeah.
he's trying hard not to use the word. Let me give you the words 10 to 1.
Okay.
All right. Likely, That is a word that I have heard Pony use before.
Yeah, I
Like,
hate it. I hate that word.
The other one, number 9, is quandary. Now that I don't think belongs on the list. It's too much of a nickel word.
Great
to,
Scrabble word, though.
I think also it's like used in, we have quite a quandary here.
Yeah.
Like Goat, our friend Goat, William Stillwell would say, well, the Capitol is drafting another weak-minded defenseman. Quite a quandary.
Ooh, dear, we're out of amaretto and ginger ale. This is quite a quandary.
Oh, yes, my lovely foo-foo drink that should be consumed by a 65-year-old woman in a sundress.
I was wondering if you
Not by a
perhaps
grown man with a beard.
if you had perhaps a cocktail straw that I could use to sip this drink.
Yes, I am a big, burly, bearded hockey fan. Well, I wonder if they will make it to the finals this year. I am Goats. Oh, diddly-doody, doodly-doo-doo. Number 8, need.
Oh.
With a
It sounds
K?
obvious, but using the word need all the time makes you look needy. Make a straight request or give a direction instead of saying, I need you to do something for me.
I thought, you see, I deal with a lot of bakers, and I thought you were K-N-E-A-D.
Yes, a fleet of bakers,
I do
right?
dozens of them because I'm always looking for the best price.
Sure.
I'm going to need 12 loaves of that French bread.
Please, as soon as possible. I need it.
Number 7 is confused. I've heard you use that, Pony.
This
I
is
was
true.
confused about that. It's better to get right to the point and ask questions about whatever you don't understand. Focus on clarifying the problem instead of the fact that you're not getting it.
I like that one.
Yeah, see, but I mean, what's amazing to me is like
is
he
this
seems
guy?
like a different Oscar. He seems like a different guy
Did you
lately.
take a
Is
Quaalude
is it
before
his
you walked
wisdom
in here?
teeth or what?
You got the meds right.
Maybe it's the wisdom
Must
teeth.
be
He
it.
said that his headaches have gone away, and we're all
Oh,
happy about
right
that.
away.
Well, there's 3 headaches that remain.
Well, yeah.
Well, and dare I say, on camera, he looks more like he looks fresher today.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he looks.
He looks like he's more. I mean, he doesn't look like the corpse that he normally looks.
and he looks a little heavy.
Yeah, you gave a couple of these.
Number 6 is worried. Even when you are worried, there's no need to tell people about it. Just
Agreed.
focus on the facts. Pony, do you use worried a lot in your communication?
Concerned. I'll say concerned a lot. That's another good point there.
Are you concerned about
Thank
a
you.
bad sexual episode? you
Yes. You concerned about that bitch?
had? Oh, gee.
Not really.
Concerned about not
anymore.
double bagging it?
There were some concerns, but
One of them's
everything's got
dissolved.
Here's one that doesn't make a lot of
Heat
sense to me on the
shield.
list. Number 5 is impossible.
Oh no, that's not a word in our
I
vocabulary.
never
Yeah.
want to hear that.
Right.
You can say things that are difficult. You can say that things are difficult and list the reasons why. But to say something is impossible gives people the idea that you don't even want to try. How many engineers did we work with over the years, Rob, where they would say it's impossible? I'm sorry, that's impossible. Excuse me, there's a little squeak in the door, and we've got some. I know that there was some 3-in-1 oil in the engineering office. Is there any way you could put a little something on that? No, that's impossible.
I'm certainly sure, Mike, that we never worked with any engineers that use the word impossible that were morbidly obese.
Let me see. Suspect, number 4. You sound better when you assert what you believe. Knowledge gives everyone confidence. Make people believe you know what you're saying.
Oh, so
you
as
don't
a
say.
verb. As a verb.
I suspect that we're probably having, that's
Okay.
probably, basically,
Yeah, right on.
suspect. Number 3, usually. Way overused. with
I
people
hate
that lack
usually.
confidence.
Don't like it.
We usually
All
record
it
Tech
does
4
is
on
exactly.
nights.
It gives you extra wiggle room in case you're wrong. We usually don't get it.
I usually use Google Glass.
Number 2 is won't. It's
That's
even
like
worse
impossible. That's as
because yeah,
bad
like
as
you
impossible.
can't do it. And the number 1. Would you like to hear the number 1?
Please.
The number 1 is might.
Mike.
Because it leaves an escape route. It makes you look like you're already setting yourself up for failure before you even try. So let me ask you a question, Pony.
Sure.
Were any of these words helpful to you?
I think the vast majority of them were very helpful. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you. That's very direct. And, I think usually I might think that was a good segment.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
Come on, I want to show you the grounds. Beautiful, huh? Mm-hmm. Place used to be a golf course. Never cared for the game myself. And I love grass. And it costs a fortune to keep like this with the mowing and the trimming. These are my in-laws. Hello? They can't hear nothing. Enough socializing. Jimmy, I'm thinking of giving you another managing job. You kind of let me down on that San Antonio job.
I freely admit, sir, I had no right to sell off the team's equipment like that. That won't happen again.
Let me be blunt. Are you still a fall-down drunk?
No, sir, I've quit drinking.
You've seen the error of your ways.
No, I just can't afford it.
Your drinking is funny. You're a young man, Jimmy. You still could be playing. If you just would have laid off the booze.
It's not exactly like that. I hurt my knee.
You fell out of a hotel, that's how you hurt it.
There was a fire.
Which you started, which I had to pay for.
Well, no, I was gonna send you a thank you card, Mr. Harvey, but I wasn't allowed anything sharp to write with.
Look, Jimmy, I want you to manage one of the new girls' baseball teams. You step out of the dugout before every game. You wave your little hat in the air, you give the people a thrill.
Why don't we just get an organ grinder? I can hop around and do a little dance.
If you need you're up to it, go ahead.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his easy chair, here's Mike.
We are live from the Cappy Pfeiffer Studios and heard worldwide. This is the Mike O'Mara Show. We are powered by Encore Insurance Services with over 24 million downloads, and we are heard daily at MikeO'MaraShow.com and exclusively over the air on the mighty 1630 KCJJ in the heart of the heartland. Go Hawks!
I think this might be our first Vicky ever. As
Oh,
the
a Vicky.
KCJJ listener of the day, it's Vicky Kajewski of Iowa City, Iowa. Hi, Vicky.
Hey, Vicky Kajewski.
Oh, yeah.
Wow,
Yeah,
man.
Vicky.
Vicky Kajewski, someone I could use-ski. The Mike O'Mara Show is a daily podcast.
I hope that's a new part of that.
and radio show with, I'll do a rhyme for every listener.
That'd be good.
The Mike O'Mara Show is a daily podcast and radio show with the greatest listeners on the planet. Why?
Why, Vicky?
Because Vicky Kajewski says they get it.
Right, Vicky.
Vicky Kajewski. Man, oh man. Yeah, there was this lady named Vicky Kajewski. She's spectacular. If you ever go out to Iowa, I suggest you look up Vicky Kajewski.
Spend some time with Vicky, maybe get a tenderloin, and just say hello to Vicky.
Make sure it's a pork tenderloin,
Loin.
tenderloin, because the Iowa City Kajewskis love to marinate their pork.
Oh, boy.
Boy, today's program is brought to you by Hulu Plus.
Yay!
Now listen, you've tried Hulu on your computer. I know a lot of people that have done that. Hulu Plus is so much more, ladies and gentlemen. With Hulu Plus, you watch shows on your schedule, and that is the way the world is going. That's what people do with this show. We want you to do this with your TV, too. Hulu Plus has all the current season episodes of your favorite shows, and I'm including some of the biggies. 24, Live Another Day. That's a wonderful. You watched that whole series.
Oh, my
didn't you?
God. It was fantastic this season.
Modern
So good.
Family, Bob's Burgers, I Want to Marry Harry. Well, maybe not that one.
No, but you know what? Because they
well,
didn't air the last 4 episodes. The
So you
place
can
to
only get
see
it on Hulu Plus.
Exactly.
You
You
can
got to go to
complete the
Hulu Plus
season.
for it.
And let's not forget one of the old classics, General Hospital, and watch every episode of shows like Hell's Kitchen, Survivor, Third Rock from the Sun, and Pokemon. And even better, Hulu Plus works on your computer, smart TV, Roku, Apple TV, Xbox, pretty much any streaming device you already own. Rob loves watching Hulu Plus when he's hanging at the pool, pretending to monitor his kids' safety.
This is true. I watch it on my phone. It's fantastic.
Good man.
Hulu Plus lets you stream all these shows and thousands more as much as you want whenever you want. You'll also get access to originals that you can't get anywhere else. Check out last summer's breakout hit, Quick Draw, a fully improvised, outrageous comedy set in the Wild West. Season 1 is now streaming, and don't miss Season 2 coming August 7th, people. For only $7.99 a month, get your shows anytime, anywhere. But right now, I am offering my listeners a 2-week free trial when you go to huluplus.com/TMOS. That's a whole extra week free. please make sure that you use huluplus.com/TMOS so you get that extended free trial to give it a try, and they know that we sent you.
Yeah,
okay,
of
do it
course.
that way. It keeps the lights on and gives you a better deal. One more time, remember huluplus.com/TMOS and get ready to enjoy all the programming and enjoy streaming, because everybody is streaming now. That's the way people are getting
way
their
to do it.
TV.
Way to do it.
Best way to do
Absolutely. Welcome to the show, Whoa, Whoa. We are very, very glad to have you with us. I have been, the last 2 days, monopolizing the time because I have been talking to everybody about my fabulous vacation that I had when you guys were back home, and I stayed behind, and I am now working from the Pine Tree State, which is a dream come true for me. I am thrilled to be up here, but I will tell you something. I forgot how crappy can really be when you get completely socked in, and you know what? I don't care how cool the temperature is. 100% humidity is 100% humidity, people.
I've heard this phrase from many people when we were up in Maine. What is socked in?
Socked in is when the weather gets frightful,
Oh.
and the snow is so down. No, when the weather gets really bad, what happens is not only do you get rain and thunder like we've had up here, but you get the fog that comes in off the Atlantic Ocean. And socked in means you can't see in front of your face, and things are socked in. So it's rain, it's thunder, it's humidity, and it's fog. So it's that would be socked in. As a matter of fact, right now as I speak, a little less socked in than normal. The rain is still falling, but the fog has really lifted by and large. But I can't tell because I'm not on the water.
This is why you are like Schleprock, because you go all the way up there and build a studio hundreds and hundreds of miles away from us.
Yes.
And for the first time, we're actually having a glorious day here in the District of Columbia.
Is it really pretty?
Oh, it's magnificent.
72 degrees.
Yeah, almost cool.
72
gorgeous.
and
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Cloudless,
Oh, wow.
no humidity. It is fine.
How long is that going to last for?
5 days.
10 minutes.
5 days.
Into
I
the
looked
weekend.
at- yeah,
into the
look-
weekend, right?
5 days.
All right. Well, let me. Since I monopolized the first 2 days, let's start with Rob Spiewak.
Yes.
Who, unlike Oscar Santana, actually took a vacation. Oscar spent a lot of time working with some of the other podcasts on the network, like Tony Perkins. And Oscar, I hope you had some downtime.
No, not really, but it was well worth it.
He
Team
wouldn't
effort.
admit to it, even if he did.
No, he went to Boston. He saw a ball game, didn't you?
Yeah, you went to Boston. You went to.
Yeah,
You stopped
I came
on the way
home
back.
on Tuesday.
Don't be defensive.
I had. You know what? You're right. I had one day, Monday. Monday was.
Well,
a
okay.
solid
Well,
vacation day.
let's get to the bottom of this. Right, since I didn't know it was going to go in this direction, but we'll go in this direction
Okay.
because it's you and it's what you do, and
shucks.
and here's the deal.
That guy
you
likes
know,
working.
Oscar Santana. You know, here's the deal. You know, Oscar says he's never going to take a vacation. If he does take a vacation, just let anybody know about it. That's the way it goes. you know?
Here we go.
So, okay, right.
Oscar's World.
Oscar's World. That's right. I know.
Oscar's World.
Thank you. So you leave Maine and you drive to see your family in Boston.
Yes.
Now,
Is
when
that
did
correct?
you leave Maine? Because
Saturday.
Saturday. What time?
around noon.
Okay.
Yes.
Which more successful sibling were you visiting on this particular trip?
My brother and my sister-in-law, who are both very successful.
Your brother and your sister-in-law, if I remember correctly, that is Javier.
No, it's
and
Jose,
Evita.
Jose and Lauren.
Jose and Lauren,
Yes.
and Jose and they are both
Anesthesiologists.
ER doctors, right?
Anesthesiologists, yes.
And he
They're
didn't want
both-
to visit. He did not want to visit, Mike, but he had to use their dryer.
Can I speak for all?
That's
Can
wet
I
clothes.
speak for all underachievers?
Please.
When I say, let's just say specifically doctors and lawyers,
Yes.
the professionals. Okay, listen to me. When you're a doctor, you want to, it's fine. Congratulations. I admire your work ethic. I admire the fact that you paid attention in school, that you put your nose to the grindstone, and we know how much that can hurt sometimes.
Ouch.
And the fact that you got through school and then you went to additional schooling so that you could amass a body of knowledge that is so superior to the average schlepper out there, the average finding Bigfoot watcher out there. I admire you. But here's the deal. Why, and excuse me, there will be editing in post.
Okay.
Why the fuck
Oh.
do you have to go and then marry a person that did the same thing.
I agree.
Is it not good enough? Is it your overachieving mania?
Or
Is that not good enough that you just can't marry someone that is a waitress at a Waffle House?
Is this
you
not
have
what-
to go out and marry another physician, for Christ's sake.
I know it seems unfair, it seems unlikely, but isn't this not what Darwin said would happen?
Survival
Survival of the fittest, right?
survival of the fittest. So in other words, throwing everyone else away.
Meanwhile, meanwhile, you and I are going to die, and they're going to breed children that are like astronaut lawyers. So, I mean, we're just going to be left in their wake.
Well, I think what it is that and the doctor Jose,
Yes.
and his wife
Lauren.
Dr. Lauren.
Yes.
And is Lauren from Bolivia also? Is she Hispanic?
No. She's as white as the driven snow.
Oh, so he married a goy.
Yes.
Is what he did.
Well, I mean, obviously she'd be a goy. I think he was also a goy.
Oh, I know. I'm just making a joke.
I understand.
That's what the Jewish guys at American University always used to say.
Is she German?
I don't know what her
Please find out.
ethnicity is.
So, Jose, who is this
she's from West Palm
overachiever,
Beach, that's all I know.
Yeah.
Wow. She's from West Palm?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ! Has there ever been any moment of her life that wasn't overwhelmingly filled with just complete success?
Yeah, actually, Mike, this very moment right now.
My God. Do we have to break already?
We do. We need to sneak
That was
away.
the first segment of the show. All right, well, you know what? I'm going to linger on this because
Good.
I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off at Lauren and Jose. Oh, by the way, what do you do? Oh, we're both anesthesiologists because, making the gazillion dollars for one of us was not sufficient. And have they bred yet? Have they had a child
No,
yet?
not yet.
Oh, my God, wait till that happens.
Oh, boy.
That kid's going to, float along on the ether. Just, look at me, I'm up here. All right, anyway, we'll take a break. Come back with more. It's disgusting.
Hi, this is Marcus.
Is Grandma there?
No, Napoleon. She's helping me get ready for Americast. What do you need?
Can you just go get her for me?
I'm really busy right now, and I gotta get my show out every Monday.
Just tell her to come get me.
Why?
'Cause I don't feel good.
Well, have you talked to the school nurse?
No, she doesn't know anything.
What, too much cake and cookies?
Will you just come get me?
No, I've got clips to prepare for. I've got guests to line up.
Will you do me a favor then? Can you bring me my chapstick?
No, Napoleon.
But my lips hurt real bad.
Just borrow some from Katie Von Herman. I know she's got 5 sticks of them in her purse.
I'm not gonna use hers, you sicko. Ugh, idiot.
Subscribe to Americast on iTunes, Stitcher, or download it at MikeO'MaraShow.com. All part of More Broadcasting.
Wow.
Well done.
Home run, Serta.
Yeah.
That's funny. I
took
could
it
listen
to
to that
heart.
one a bunch of times.
He took
Way
it to heart.
go.
That you wanted funnier promos.
Way to go, Serta. Good job, Marcus. That was fantastic.
Top
That-
10.
That is good. A good old Marcus Serta really churns out a beauty. That was fantastic. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. For those of you keeping score, write down my sleep number, will you please?
Sure.
Because since I can't sleep on it, you might as well talk about it. My sleep number is an 80. Carlos is an 85.
Right.
I miss it so bad. You know what? Tomorrow, the next time we have a sleep number commercial, I'm going to write a poem. I'm going to write a poem to my sleep number bed. That's how much I love it.
You haven't spoken in verse in months, and I look forward to it.
Sleep number beds, I have been talking to you about for quite some time. You know how much I love mine. You know that it solves my back pain. I am walking around out here after almost a month without my sleep number bed. I am walking around like a wizened old pirate. I seriously, the only thing missing is the wooden leg without my sleep number bed. That's how much I love my sleep number bed. I'm telling you the truth here. I'm going to go, when I get back home, I'm going to look at the palm trees. I'm going to go out and breathe that humid Florida air and feel truly home because we've become very attached to that state in a short time. But I am also going to walk into the bedroom. I am going to look at my sleep number bed and I'm going to say, hello, my friend. Hello. I'm going to stroke it. I am going to walk in there and I'm going to stroke the mattress like I would pet a long lost dog.
Yes.
That I was friends with. That's how much I love it.
Because
and
you
they've got,
hate your dogs, but you love your mattress.
Yes, and I know they want me to talk about Sleep IQ technology, which is technology that goes inside of your mattress and helps you get a better night's sleep. But I want to just talk about the fact that I want to hear from all of you that experience the same thing I experienced, which is buying a Sleep Number bed, and it changed my life because I wake up in the morning feeling thousands of percentage points better than I did before. So I miss it. That's my tribute to my Sleep Number bed. Sleep IQ technology helps you get your best possible sleep. It couldn't be easier to use. There's nothing to wear, nothing to turn on. All you have to do is sleep, and that's right inside the Sleep Number bed that also has dual air technology. So there's Sleep IQ technology, and there is dual air technology. A lot of people that do what I do for a living are out there telling you about Sleep IQ technology and Sleep Number beds, but nobody is having a full-fledged love affair with his Sleep Number bed like yours truly. Okay? And so I want you to get one.
Can I get you some ice water?
Again, my Sleep Number setting is an 80. Carlos is an 85, and there's only one place in the world to find the Sleep Number bed with Sleep IQ technology, and that's a Sleep Number store. Sorry I had to yell. Coming right now are a C2 Queen mattress with Sleep IQ technology starts at just $999.98. No better sleep. Find your Sleep Number setting today at any of the 450 Sleep Number stores nationwide. You can find one near you by calling this number and call it today. 800-511-0061. That number again is 800-511-0061. Don't forget to tell them that Mike O'Mara sent you. And if the people at Sleep Number are upset with me because I have been far, far too manic and energetic in this commercial, my sincere apologies.
Oh, I think they understand.
I think
Mike.
they'll love it.
Yeah.
They'll love it.
It
comes from a great place.
Maine.
It does.
Something about being
Sucked
up here in
in.
Maine.
Yeah.
So getting back to Oscar's family, Oscar goes down to visit Overachiever 1 and Overachiever 2. That, of course, the dynamic duo couple of Jose and Lauren.
Couldn't be sweeter.
Soon to have a baby. Their baby's name will be Kal-El. Jesus, wow. 2 anesthesiologists.
Mike,
I got a question for you.
Yes.
So when you go to spend the night with your lovely lady Shannon at their do they have a beautiful in town townhouse? They have a big brown.
Don't they live near? They live near the stadium, don't they?
Yeah, they live near Back Bay, so it's in the
Yeah,
city.
okay, I know Back Bay.
They don't
baby.
have a brownstone, but they have a penthouse condo with a hot tub on the deck.
Oh
which is
my
beautiful.
God, overlooking the city of Boston.
When I'm hot tubbing up there, I'm staring at the Prudential Center. It's
Oh,
beautiful.
there. You
Wow.
know this. I've told a lot of people. And by the way, in news you may not need today, more Massachusetts news.
I love it.
It's not. Look, I'm not planning it. It's
No.
falling into my lap. But I know that people walk by. Hey, take a look at that penthouse apartment up there. That must be 2 anesthesiologists that have a place up there.
And Oscar, be honest. You're
Yes.
not looking at the Prudential Center when you lower that beautiful toned body into the hot tub. The Prudential Center is looking at you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there. My sister also married an overachiever, and perhaps we got to get those 2 kids together
We should.
for a little social activity because they're also.
Right
I
there.
can sit at my sister's breakfast bar in Boston
Right.
and look out the window and see the top of Prudential Center.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can look right up there.
Does
you
Kathy
know?
have a dryer in Boston as well? This cat knows how to live.
Thank you. So, did you do anything fun with your family in
They've
Boston?
got a great stack of bricks, and what's great about
This guy.
what
Incidentally, if they were having, say, neighbors over,
Yes.
and Oscar walked in and uttered that moronic statement,
Yeah.
do you know, especially in New England, how that would go over? You know,
Yeah.
it's just like, hey, bro, nice to be with you here in Boston. What a great stack of bricks.
Go home.
And Jose then leans into Oscar's ear and says, please leave us. Please leave us as soon as your disc jockey feet can get up. Please leave us alone.
Well, what's great about this, and anybody, whether it's family or friends, when you have a significant other, your dream is for the two, your friends or your sisters or brothers, for family to get along, right?
Of course.
So we have finally, I think, crested or broached a space in our relationship where we all get along so well. Like Shannon gets along really well with Lauren, and of course I get along with my brother.
I hired a morning team that was actually named Crested and Broach.
I remember them. They were a Boston team, weren't they?
Yeah, Crested and Broach. You know,
Right.
how are you? I'm Crested. I'm Broach.
I'm broke.
So we've
Costa
broken
Rica.
through that general a sister-in-law situation where I feel like we're really family. So when we go there, because Shannon gets along so well with Lauren, and I already get along with my brother, it's awesome to just hang out with my brother, and then they can hang out.
That's a
Have I
load
met
off your
Lauren?
mind.
Have we met?
Briefly,
we
she
didn't.
came to the live show. Like 3 years ago.
The State Theater?
The State Theater.
Are they
First
both
one at the
incredibly?
State Theater.
Are they both incredibly fit? Too?
She's
are they
very
like
fit,
like
yeah.
No,
everybody
Mike,
is in
they're
Boston?
morbidly obese. That's their one. That's their
No.
one drawback.
That's you and me.
That's
pal.
that's right.
it.
That's
So
right.
they
Right.
get along really well. So when Lauren says, let's all go bike riding on the Charles River, right? And I
like
was
Mike would say to me.
And I said, all right, that sounds cool. They have.
No, I'd say put your cowboy hat on. It's time to take our mini bikes out.
They have enough mountain bikes at their disposal. Well, they have enough for guests. So we get out there. They have bikes for us.
Is it hard to get it down from the penthouse?
They have a little storage facility at the bottom
Naturally.
of the building. So
So you ride your bikes all through Boston?
we rode for 15 miles, Mike. I fell in love with the sport. So much so that as of this week, Shannon got her own bike, and I picked up my own bike just yesterday, and we'll be riding for the rest of the summer.
So you're going to be mountain biking, but you're not mountain biking. You're just biking through the city.
Biking through the city.
What kind of bike did you buy?
I got it's called, the brand is Giant. It's a carbon fiber bike. It's nice and light. I can get up the hill.
4 ounces.
Pretty easy.
You know, you would have had a good time. A lot of people do that up here.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was like. I wish I had some bikes in
God,
Maine.
you know. And once again, I just have to say, we drift further and further apart. Now, I don't want to get that one guy out in the Pacific Northwest. I don't want to get his little breast in a ringer right here. But I want to say that the cyclists up here, this is New England is
It's God's
there's a lot of physical fitness up here.
Yes.
Okay,
Right.
my physical fitness consists of I am back to doing my power walking at night, and did 2 miles 2 nights ago.
Good for
Did a
you.
mile and a half in the rain last evening.
In the rain.
And and with the hills, we have some of those hills around
Oh,
here.
yeah.
So
Rolling
and let me
hills.
ask you, Mr. Fitness Guy. And
Chaz?
this is what I said to Carla. So we
Oh,
did.
you're talking to Oscar.
We did 1.78 miles, but we did a kind of long way around, and it was flat. Last night, more like a mile and a half, but with a tremendous hill.
That's a harder workout.
So it's better to do the mile and a half with the hill that broke the sweat
Or
than it is for the distance.
Would it
Correct?
be better to alternate day to day
Yes.
because it actually does
Then you
two
can work
different
all
workouts?
your muscles. Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, but you don't work all your muscles if you walk. I mean, you really don't.
If
Well,
you
if
do
you're going
while you're
uphill-
chewing,
Those buns, you can bounce quarters off of them.
Yeah. So if you're eating a payday candy bar,
precisely.
and you're walking around that. So here's the thing. I have been told
Yes.
by a physician who is treating my failing body,
Yeah.
who, I think the quote from one of my doctors, but maybe not the specialist that's working on one of my many joints that are failing, but I think one of the physicians would just look at his screen and go, such an incredible amount of disrespect over so many years.
Wow.
Anyway, no. I'm reading a book. I'm reading this book about a Marine coming back from Iraq, and
Right.
they talk about the Marine Corps has a tremendous philosophy of respect for your body, respect for the instrument. And I'm reading about this guy that he comes back, and one of the things he's constantly doing is if he gets a little wrapped up in the morning or in the evening, he drops and does 100 push-ups.
Oh, good for him.
And that's his little thing. And I
So
and I
this is a
drifted to
science-
Us, Rob, and I
it's a
realized
science fiction novel then.
well, no.
And then there's
I just-
spaceships and aliens.
I realize every time that I get going again and I start being active again, I realize that, how close and dangerous it is to let yourself slide because, you can get to, I think you can always come back, but it becomes more and more difficult.
Harder and harder and harder.
The further you drift away,
exactly.
and I don't want to get there. And mountain biking is something that
you could do.
I was told, but here's
Good
the
for the
problem.
joints, right?
Oh,
Because
you
no,
don't even
no
know.
impact.
But the problem is the seat. The seat.
They
This is what
have special. I ordered a special seat.
That's
You ordered a
exactly-
special
Yes,
seat for your bad
because
back?
No, not just my back. My ass was killing me after that You could isolate that.
Yeah.
After that ride in Boston, the next day I looked at my brother. I said, dude, what's up with the seat? Like, my cheeks are murdering me right now. And he said, oh, you'll get used to it. And then I went and bought my mountain bike yesterday. And I said, do you have other seats possibly? He said, absolutely.
Of course.
They have more comfortable seats, not the one that's wedged up your caser the entire
Carla,
time.
one of the first things she bought in Florida was a bicycle with the little baby carrier, and we weren't able to use. She wasn't able to use it down there because the baby has to be at least 1 year old. Otherwise, the baby's neck is going to flop around in the back of the seat.
You're within 80 hours of that. Put the kid in the seat.
Well, it's down in Florida. We're going to do that. And
okay.
I was looking at the seat, and I said, oh, look at this one. I said, well, I might be willing to join you on this little journey. And the one I'm going to get is a wonderful bicycle. It's got the basket in the front. It's got the 2 wheels in the back. And then the seat resembles like a lazy boy.
Yeah, of course.
That's what, and I'll be pedaling
Shannon
that
got
one.
that. Shannon got a cruiser. She bought
She got a cruiser
with a big old lady seat.
Shannon weighs 11 pounds. Every time I hop on a bicycle seat, it's like getting a colonoscopy.
Mike, what you need is what Elmira Gulch had in The Wizard of Oz. So you can go, get Toto and take him away.
Quickly, Pony worked at a bike shop. He can help
All
you
right,
out
Pony,
with it.
here's the deal. Pony, even the seats that are the old person seats to me are not comfortable enough. The only seat I saw that I really liked was actually on one of those trikes. What do I do if I want to get? What's the Uber Fat Man seat that I can get for a bicycle?
You can get special seats that actually expand. It's like 2 pieces in one, and it has a rail that it's the cheek support.
That's right, Mike.
spreads
It runs on a 12-volt battery. It's fantastic. It's really and you'll be able to put the battery in that basket of your trike.
Well, the doctor said, the power walking. He said it would be better to bike.
Jesus.
It would be better. The best thing I could do for my body would be to bike, to get out there and bicycle.
And the reason why I started biking, and my brother did as well, is because he had a knee problem. And now I'm developing that same knee problem. And he said,
it's
dude,
better on your
he
joints,
said,
and it's just as aerobic.
Let's go biking. You're going to love it. And I said, I'm not a biker, man. I always used to make fun of guys, cyclists out there. He goes,
I
trust
hate
me.
them.
Well,
I try to.
But once you get out on them, you're like, you know what? My knee doesn't hurt the next day. I'm not hobbling around.
Yeah,
it's a
buddy.
great workout. People watching. A lot of fun.
Yeah, you better watch those handlebars.
So did anything else fun happen on your vacation at all?
I got the pleasure of working with Tony Perkins and Gary Stein. That's what happened.
Okay, so you cycled and you worked. Okay. I'm never asking you about a
Hey,
vacation.
you know what'd be great? Maybe on the next vacation he can ride his bike to work.
Absolutely. And right. And Rob, what type of exercise did you do on your vacation?
I lifted a lot of drinks to my mouth.
Thank you. Okay, we'll take a break. And we'll come back with more fun and more thrills. Want to talk about a TV show that really cements the fact that our civilization is crumbling. We'll come back in a second. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. I want to talk about Open Mic, our book, and I want to say thank you to the thousands of listeners that have actually purchased Open Mic. We are really, really happy about the sales of this book, and you're doing a great job. The main reason we did this project was because we thought it would be something that people that love the show would enjoy reading, and you have proven us right on that. And thank you for all of the photographs where you take Open Mic from corporate radio to new media, the story of the Mike O'Mara Show, around to all the different locations.
Did you see it in New York
City?
The lady did, I think, 4 shots in New York. She did the Rainbow Room,
Beautiful, yeah.
Times Square, the Letterman Show.
So cool.
It was awesome, yeah.
It's really a wonderful thing for us to take the book on your summer vacation. And we're talking about the story of the Mike O'Mara Show, how it evolved from a terrestrial radio show to the popular podcast you're listening to right now. The story is told by the people who lived it, Mike O'Mara, Oscar Santana, Rob Spiewak, as well as lots of other people. Available in paperback or for your Kindle at Amazon.com, or just click the link at MikeO'MaraShow.com. The book is a tale of reinvention, recalculation, and rebirth. If life has ever had you up against the wall, you'll appreciate this story. The perfect book if you love TMOS, and since it's birthday season, it also makes a wonderful gift for the TMOS fan in your life. Open Mic, available at Amazon in paperback and for your Kindle. Please buy one of each. And speaking of birthday season,
it goes till Labor Day this year, doesn't it?
Yes, well, tremendous birthday tomorrow on the Mike O'Mara Show as we celebrate the birth of Matthew Bloom. Now, you guys stop talking as though I Did I let go a secret or
Certainly
something like
not.
that?
No secret here.
No secrets.
Well, why did you guys just
secrets.
plan? You both got all weird when
No,
I
I
said.
just-
What did I do?
I thought
Did I do something wrong?
I thought it would be funny if no one said anything.
That's great.
Well, wait a minute, Rob. You were the one.
I
Rob
know.
Spiewak was the one who sent out a Facebook message that tomorrow is Ponyboy's birthday.
Yeah, because you know what
and-
is? I mean, I don't want to ruin anyone's birthday eve, but you know it's a real dick move not to have your birthday on Facebook. So you have to be notified about your birthday by a neighbor.
Well, there's reasons for that.
Oh, are there?
Security Stuff.
Oh, security.
Okay.
Hey,
You
by the
know, and
way,
he's paranoid about that.
Identity.
And incidentally, now I don't think, based on his performance over the last 6 months, there is any need for any rewarding of Ponyboy.
Oh, I was going to get him a
whatsoever.
bottle of cheap gin. I mean,
yeah.
just it's nice to be remembered.
I was going to give him
Well-
a little something.
Well, Rob wrote that. What did you write on Facebook about
I said, please
Pony's birthday?
plan. I said tomorrow is tomorrow is Matt Bloom's birthday. Please plan accordingly. And you
Now, how am I
replied-
supposed to? What am I supposed to do up here in Maine?
You could send him a nice note.
You can send him a gift through Facebook.
True enough, a ham.
Yeah.
Trip Affleck once gave me a Facebook ham.
No, really?
Yeah,
That's
it was
really
very,
sweet of
very
him.
nice
Yeah.
of him.
Maybe
And,
a gift certificate.
through Amazon.
Yeah,
you know,
Amazon does it.
If you go through the
It's
Amazon
called
portal,
the internet, Mike.
Hold on.
But you know what Mike's reply was? I
What?
said, please plan accordingly. Mike said, I have nothing to wear. So,
All right. Hold on a second. Wait a minute.
Oh, what's he
and
doing?
Done.
oh, you bought him something.
Pony, do you have your
wow.
phone with you, Pony?
Yes, I do.
Smartphone.
All right.
Look at that.
There'll be. I don't want to tip my hand,
Boom,
Mr. Man,
bam.
but there's going to be something special coming down the line for you in just a second.
Did you
get
just-
it yet?
Yes, I did.
Did he sext
Okay.
you?
Would you like to share it with the rest of the
He
class?
says, "Have a good one."
Oh my God. You might as well kick him
Yeah.
in the face.
No. Do you know how many other Heritage Washington disc jockeys don't even take the time to do that?
That's
So I
right.
think that's a lot. That's a nice
Yeah,
offer.
but Pony works
You
with
think
him
Paul
every
Harris
day.
ever did that for his interns? Guarantee you that never happened.
Paul,
Paul Harris.
do you think the marching weathermen ever took a moment and wished Pony a happy birthday?
Right.
Have a good one.
That's right.
Hey, incidentally, speaking of Pony's favorite disc jockey, who is
Yeah.
not this show, but the Grease Man.
Yes.
What's with all the Grease Man stuff online?
He
that I've been
surfaced.
seeing
He
lately?
surfaced. He
Is
posted a
he
picture
trying
of
to make?
himself.
Is he? Because we've reached out. Did we not reach out to Doug Track
and got a lovely reply. I will reach out again because he posted a picture of himself with a dame on the good ship Grease.
Hey, when you
It looks like the good ship Grease has a new squeeze, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
when you reach out, you have to be assertive. Say, we expect you to be on this show on this date.
That's the way to do it, Oscar.
Well, I'm
How,
saying.
how did you reach out to the Grease Man?
I mentioned that we hadn't heard much from him lately. There had been a tremendous discussion of him on our podcast recently. We all hold him in high regard, and we'd love to be a place where he could come on and talk about, where he's at right now.
Yeah.
And that's what I said. And he said, not ready to do it yet. We'll keep you in mind. Thanks for the note. Thanks for remembering Greece. So I'll reach out again.
Yeah, but it looks like you're ready now, man.
Could be. Could
Yeah.
be. Yeah.
Seem now. Do you get the impression with his Facebook, account
I
putting
hope he
different
comes
things
back
out
in
there
one way or
that I do too. He's
Yeah.
a fun guy. It's once again getting all nostalgic. Going around the country and listening to radio in all these different markets, it is so refreshing. It would be so refreshing to hear somebody like the Grease Man. It would be a lot of fun.
What
to
if
hear
we
that,
had
but-
Pony reach out to him?
Well, because if that was
No,
Pony,
that's a
he'd be
very,
so
very bad
nervous.
idea.
Pony-
Extremely bad idea.
what would happen? It would start nervous, and then there'd be like maybe 80 seconds of when it was good, and then it would end up with Pony having a restraining order.
I agree with almost everything that you just said, Rob, except the 80 seconds of it being good.
Really? You don't even think there'd be 80
Don't
seconds?
think there's any snowball's chance
Like
in
when
hell
Pony
that
said,
would be.
when you used to do the Biscayne, I like that. I
Hey,
like
can
that
I
a lot.
share? Can I share my my little? And Rob, tomorrow it's going. Get your stuff together. Doesn't have to be your vacation, but all about you.
Good.
I want all about you on Thursday's show. I want to know
Excellent.
everything that's going. So
What a great
And,
show.
even
and
if
America rejoices.
And no, the reason I give Rob a good full 24 hours in advance is because if Rob comes in with stories about his life, he has to make them up because otherwise it's going to be Carrie came back from work, I had a beer, Robert went to camp, and I am sitting in the house watching 1930s television shows. That's it.
Well,
and so
now
he's
what am I
got
going
to
talk
embellish.
about tomorrow? Thanks a lot.
Well, there was
So-
that great cherry shortage, though.
Yeah,
You know,
the
he-
cherry shortage.
At
He had
the
to weather that.
supermarket.
Not at my house. Not at
So-
my house. I stock up on that stuff.
Great moment yesterday. My son, speaking of birthdays, will be 1 year old on Saturday, and we. That is the gratuitous applause. Thank you, boy.
Are you having?
Thank you. Required applause from everybody. Thank you very much, boys. Yes, he will be 1 year old. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you all very much.
Are you
Appreciate
having?
it.
Happy, happy birthday, baby.
Little Michael Williams.
Are you having the BAP day?
A what?
Oh, the baptism.
Yeah, the baptism birthday
No,
party.
I don't want to go there again. No,
Oh.
we're not doing the baptism.
And would it be? You know
Although I
what?
think we may have a minister here on Saturday. I think.
Oh,
I think
you
we
know
may
what?
have a visiting
At the
minister who's going
Comedy
to be
Cathedral.
Yeah, you
at,
better hit,
at the Comedy Cathedral in my home.
You better hit
at my son's birthday party.
just in case. You better hit the ATM.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I'm making chili and cornbread. Yes, sir. So we went into town, Ellsworth, Maine, yesterday to we were in a department store, this little discount department store, and you know, baby clothes fall into two categories. You can go to the big box baby stores and you can get everything that's kind of made out of cotton, and it's
Sure.
like a t-shirt material, and that's what he wears all the time. And I said, you know what? There was a little baby store on the main old road in the town that I grew up walking the streets of, Ellsworth, Maine, and it looked really cool. It looked like an old-fashioned kind of store.
Right.
Let's go get him his birthday special little outfit for everybody coming over. And so we rolled into this
Little
store.
top hat.
Yeah, this is something that
Monocle.
this is
Bow
something
tie.
at my advanced age. This is something that does not happen to me anymore.
What's that?
And we walk in, and first of all, it is as baby stores go, and I will tell you, that is the queen in me. I don't mind a really cool baby store now that's got a little bit of clothing, a little bit of toys, and it's just beautifully laid out.
Narcotics.
It's
Just mild narcotics.
telling a sweet story.
I know.
You know what I mean?
right.
Trying to tell a sweet story, for
So-
Christ's sake.
So you went in to get onesies?
No, I didn't go in to get onesies, Rob. I went in to get a baby outfit.
Oh, that's right.
Well, Carla was with me. We went in to get a baby outfit.
Okay, and the baby was with you too, I take it.
Of course, the baby's always with us.
Right.
24/7. So we.
What do you want to happen? Do you want him to go away for?
No, I don't want him to go
come
away.
back?
I was. You know what? I'm trying to tell a sweet story.
It's working.
So
24/7.
That's right.
So the name has this lady's name on the store, and as we walk in, I will tell you what's refreshing is that it is smaller than these big box stores, but it's got a lot of stuff in it. And I remember we had a sporting goods store in my hometown, outside of my hometown in Hartford, Connecticut, which had stuff stacked up to the roof. You know what I mean? It was just stacked up to the ceiling, and I love stores like this. Well, this store had stuff everywhere, but it was all beautifully organized. It was very neat. And it says two things. It says, you know, this is really, they've got their act together. And the second thing, it says ka-ching, ka-ching. It's not going to be cheap. It's not, and it wasn't.
I said
and
that-
it wasn't.
I thought the second thing was be no food or drink, please, because you don't want to spill anything on there, right?
Well, we didn't have anything. It's
Oh,
not like
okay.
we came in with cinnamon rolls or
All
anything
right.
like that. Okay?
Sorry.
So we're walking in, and but there are some good ones up here, as you know.
Hey, Carla, I'm done with my thermos of chowder. I was wondering if we could go in and buy an outfit.
Yeah. Excuse me. Can I bring the styrofoam container of Lazy Lobster? Can I bring that into the baby clothes, into the white section of the baby clothes? So we walk in, and it's really, really cool. And I say to the elderly lady behind the counter, I said, "How you doing?" And she said, "I'm full of happiness. How are you?" And I just thought it was just, she was just kind of, she had an amazing personality that you saw right from the get-go.
You know why she's full of happiness?
Okay.
Because they have a 700% markup on all their wares.
She's always happy
Okay. Thank you.
when a
Thank you.
5'10" American Express card walks in. What's not to like?
This story does have a sweet ending that I will get to in spite of my compatriots here.
Right, okay.
So we walk in, and she's just, we didn't think anything of it. And we find these little outfits that are a little more expensive than you'd find in the big box store, but they're cute things. And there's one little outfit where it's kind of a sweater, and he's got some of these little striped shorts. And I said, that'll be perfect. That'll be perfect for Saturday when we have the family over for his birthday. And then this delightful elderly woman starts to do the little upsell dance on it. But here's the thing, and this is the way I feel about it. You give me an upsell on something, and it's a good upsell, like it's a really skilled upsell, and I'm okay with it, because she brings over the upsell, and she said, would you like to see the number one toy for his age group? And she brings over this fluffy, stuffed animal-type drum. It's a drum, but it's made out of stuffed animal material.
Sure.
And then inside, it's battery operated. So he puts his little hand on it, and it makes these amazing drum sounds that he has.
Is it made by Baby Einstein?
I am not sure, Rob. I'll have to look.
That was
That
was a big product when my kids were
I can
little.
imagine.
Yeah.
And it's just so you can't get pissed at an upsell when it's an upsell that I'm a drummer. He loves to drum on the
maybe
table.
She recognized you.
She didn't recognize. We're gonna get to the end of the story, and that is part of it. So we walk around, and we decide one little outfit and the baby toy. That's what it, because it was expensive, and we couldn't just load up on stuff.
So you didn't react the way I would have reacted to the upsell.
How would you have reacted?
I would have said, that is absolutely charming and fuzzy. Why don't you shove it up your
No, Rob
trying
would
to
have
tell
said,
you try to tell a sweet story.
Birkenstocks in these size?
Yeah, baby Birkenstocks.
Robert
please.
had Birkenstocks.
I bet he did.
Did he really?
Little guys, they were great.
You were thrusting him into the lack of style that you enjoy at an early age?
It was adorable.
I bet it was.
Little
baby
guy,
feet.
little
baby
guy,
feet in
yeah.
a Birkenstock
That
would be
was
adorable.
cute. It was such a well-spent $800.
So let me tell you what happens. We get to the counter, and there are a couple more people in the store that we waited for. And this lady was just, how do you describe her? It's hard to describe. She had a personality that was almost, it was so powerful that she was almost, you almost got like a celebrity vibe off of her. She had that kind of way about her. And
Like
there
a
was
Mary Tyler Moore?
There was a drugstore that we used to go to, not Mary Tyler Moore. There was a drugstore we used to go to on that same strip, and we'd go after church, and the guy was a friend of the family. The pharmacist was a friend of my my family. And so we would go there after church. That was our little drill. So I have these
So you a few pills under the counter?
Okay, yeah, we'd go after church all to get our drug on.
How about some Black Bennies, Mr. Gower?
That's what,
Hey, don't be stingy, man. Another shipment came in.
That's right.
Oh, Jesus.
He's in the back cutting the capsules.
Papa, I'm trying today. I'm trying so hard. I truly am.
I know those lewds.
So
I know they're meant for the customers.
Okay.
But we're good
Don't
friends.
eat the blue acid.
Back to the lab.
See, and then I start playing with my own ball buster.
You see, you're
which is
fine. That's good.
What this show is all about.
Because you
So-
didn't do anything illegal at that drugstore.
What do those
So-
pink ones do?
So
okay,
I'm
I'll
going to
take
give.
two of
I'm going
those.
to because of the irreverence of this segment. I am going to change the names. Let's just say, let's use Dolly Madison as the name of the
Okay.
store.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at the very end, we're checking out, and the lady was just very, very nice. And you know what? Another thing I like when you're in a store like that, product knowledge. She knew everything. She
That
knew
is
the right
good.
sizes. She knew everything about kids' clothing and kids' toys. It was very good. And at the very end, we're checking out, and Carla says, "May I ask your name?" And she turns and she says, "Well, I'm Dolly Madison." And she said so in a really proud way. And her name was on the store. And I thought it looked like a chain, but it was her name. And it's just it's one of those mom and pops that's still, and this is mom
Ruth
that's running the
Foster
store.
Was there?
Yeah.
Wow.
How did you know the name?
Oh, the internet.
Why did you just? I was trying to give a different name.
No,
You
but
know, I was
come
trying
on,
to-
give it a good plug. What if somebody wants to patronize
All right, it's
them?
called Ruth Foster.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that was her name, and she said, "I'm Ruth Foster."
Oh,
and she
how
got
sweet.
She gave that like that little old lady way of going, "That's me."
That's right.
And she said, and then she says, "I said, well, you know how?" And she said, "I've had this store for over 30 years."
Good for
Oh,
her.
that
I
is
said, and it was
awesome.
just, and I said, oh, that's terrific. I said, you might know some of my family. And at that, she stopped. And she looked at me. And she looked at me for like 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. She went back over to the credit card that I was paying with. She looked at that. And she looked at me and she said, "You're Bill's son."
Oh,
my God, really?
Hold on. She said, "You're Bill's son, and you're Kathy's brother. And Billy, John, Ellen, and Mary are your cousins."
Oh, my God.
And it was like stunning. It was just
That is
stunning.
so cool.
She should
And
be
this
running
is
a
somebody who
kid's
knew.
store.
This is someone who knew my father.
That
This
is
is
so
my father who
cool.
has been gone for over 20 years, and she knew my mom, and she knew my aunt who just passed away
That
this
is
past
so
winter.
sweet.
And it was super, super cool.
You
It
gotta
was
love
really,
that.
really great.
I'm sorry we
got to
tried to
love that.
sully and ruin that sweet story.
Well, no, I
It
still.
was that, well, the only sweet part comes at the very end after you sullied it.
I
you
still don't like the
bastard.
drugstore, but Ruth I like.
Thank you, Rob. We have to take a break. Thank you. Just wanted to say it was cool. So, hey, hats off to Ruth Foster. Very sweet
How does
lady.
the outfit look? You send us pictures?
I'll let you know Saturday. We're going to pop him
Okay.
into it on Saturday, so we're
Cool.
excited about that. Not that you guys give a rat's ass. We'll take a break, come back with news you may not need on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Hey everybody, all this month on the Rob and Joe Show, we will be breaking down the whole Benghazi scandal.
Benjamin Ghazi? Is that the guy who won The Voice?
No, dude, it's not a person. It's that thing that happened over there at
So
that place.
you don't know what it is either.
No clue. We won't be talking Benghazi or anything important ever.
Nothing important will be said every week at robandjoeshow.com, on iTunes, Stitcher, and on the new Mike O'Mara Show app.
For more information, visit us at morebroadcasting.com.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by LegalZoom. You got a plan for your future. You do financial planning, you get insurance, but real peace of mind will be achieved by making sure that your family's finances are legally protected.
Right.
So where do you turn for legal help you can trust? LegalZoom.com. They've been helping Americans get personalized wills, powers of attorney, and living trusts for over 13 years. LegalZoom also helps protect your assets with LLCs, S-corps, trademarks, real estate documents, and more. The service was developed by some of the best legal minds in the country to make it painless for you to get the legal protection that you need. Visit LegalZoom, and they'll take care of you from start to finish. It's the modern way to get legal help. For special savings, be sure to enter our code TMOS in the referral box at checkout. Remember, discount code TMOS. Protect your family and protect your future at LegalZoom.com. LegalZoom was developed by top attorneys to provide self-help services at your specific direction, but they're not a law firm. Legal help is furnished through vetted independent attorneys. Remember, that's LegalZoom.com, and remember to use our code, ladies and gentlemen. That's TMOS.
From around the globe, across the nation, looking through your neighbor's window, the Mike O'Mara Show now presents News You May Not Need, a comprehensive look at the stories you may or may not be talking about during your daily activity. And now, news you may not need.
Hey, Mike.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Ruth Foster is a true American hero. I just
Really?
found a bio on her. She was a state legislator.
Yes, she was a state legislator. She talked about being involved in politics.
Her and her family are really a main institution. And just seeing a picture of her and seeing what she's done with her life, we could all be as happy to accomplish as much and give as much back to the community. So 2 thumbs
Excellent.
up. man.
That's good.
Two
And
thumbs up.
it was really a special moment for me yesterday.
Not many
It really
retailers
was.
can put their name on their business and be very proud to do so.
It was fun. It was
Yeah.
just old school, and I loved it. It was a really, really great moment. I really wanted to say a nice shout out to her. A spokesman for Casey Kasem's daughter says the famous radio host's unburied body remains at a funeral home in Tacoma, Washington, a month after his death. Danny Duraney, a publicist for Carrie Kasem, says Kasem's children from his first marriage hope he will be buried at Forest Lawn in Glendale as he wished. Kasem died June 15th. Can it get any worse for this guy, for Christ's sake? It's bumming me out.
Wasn't James Brown, soul singer James Brown's body unburied for like 2 months as well?
Yeah,
of
because they
family
had
stuff?
a scummy little family dispute. Let me see. So the second wife, Jean Kasem, has the rights to his body, but has not yet arranged for him to be buried.
It's not a film property. It's not a
I
script.
know.
You don't have rights to a body.
She's, everything. Look, I don't want to judge. I really don't, because I don't have the information, but it always seems like she's slowing things down. I don't know. I'd like to get more information about it.
She's a bad seed, Mike.
hospital spokesman Scott Thompson, what, from Kids in the Hall?
Yeah, it's the guy. The guy who
With
used
St.
to do
Anthony
Buddy.
Hospital says.
He would do Buddy, the gay guy in the bar.
Well, wait a minute. She says Kasem's wife collected his remains from the hospital after he died, but Thompson did not know what arrangement she's made.
Ah. So she
All right,
may
so
have, like,
she's
a
got
secret- she's
and I
got the
guess it's
body.
his ashes, right? Hope it's not his body.
Well, James Brown, it was his body.
His remains, they don't cremate you at the hospital.
You know what? It might be his, like, effects. Maybe it's his belongings and not the
Well,
body.
it doesn't say here. Who knows? Sorry.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
hey.
I
Not yet.
apologize.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I slipped.
Don't let the audio
Hillary
out.
Rodham Clinton gave Jon Stewart no hints about whether she will run for president, but acknowledged during Tuesday's taping of The Daily Show that speculation surrounding her possible candidacy has become a cottage industry. Stewart introduced Clinton by saying she's here solely for one reason, to publicly and definitively declare her candidacy for president of the United States. I think. That proved not to be true. Welcome back from vacation, Jon Stewart. I love that show. NASA predicts that 100 million worlds in our own Milky Way galaxy may host alien life. And space program scientists estimate that humans will be able to find life within 2 decades. What are you shaking your changes bad head for, Mallet Ed? Why are you shaking your head?
Nothing out there. Mike, we did that.
What do you mean nothing out there, for Christ's
We
sake?
did that whole documentary series. They didn't talk about Martians once. It's
I
nothing.
know.
There's it's nothing.
Nothing. Speaking at NASA's Washington headquarters on Monday, the space agency outlined a plan to search for alien life using current telescope technology and announced the launch of the Transiting Exoplanet Surveying Satellite.
Mumbo jumbo.
That's why these guys are smarter than me. I can't even read it. Transiting Exoplanet Surveying Satellite. That's going to be launched in 2017. The NASA administrators and scientists estimate that humans will be able to locate alien life within the next 20 years, Rob Spiewak. So
Yeah,
what do you
I
think
tell
of
you
that?
what, when that happens, when and if that happens, I'm buying lunch for everybody. Because
Okay,
it ain't
very
going to
good.
happen.
Yes, Oscar,
Wild
yes.
card intern Mac knows about the satellite you're talking about.
Knows about it. He's probably from outer space.
Of course.
Speak up,
Okay,
son.
well, let's cue his music. Time for Mac.
Bad idea.
The telescope, I mean, it searches, it's the life it looks for is not just intelligent life. It's pretty much just any bacterial life. So it's not what you typically think in movies.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying that.
It sounds like a serial pooper who was Houston's public enemy #1 for a period of time. Thank you, Mac. Back in May. It sounds like he's back for round #2. According to Harris County law enforcement, they received a call on Monday about a man walking around with toilet paper.
Oh.
And it is suspected that he is the same man who was deliberately defecating outside dwellings in town earlier this year. I don't want to talk about this. Mac, anything more you'd like to offer on the aliens?
No thanks.
And Mac, why did you bring toilet paper to work with you today? I was just curious.
That's funny.
Mike, the telescope's going to find bacteria.
There's a very good chance it's the same guy. Precinct 1 spokesperson J.C. Moser told the Houston Chronicle. It's on the same street where this was happening before. Police are still waiting for a photo of the man to confirm his identity. So we'll have to see about the mad pooper in Houston and see if they catch him.
Brown Avenue, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Derek Jeter left the 2014 All-Star Game to a roaring ovation from an enthusiastic Target Field crowd and his fellow All-Stars just before the top of the 4th inning on Tuesday night. My favorite Yankee, always has been my favorite Yankee. That's why this guy's getting the accolades that he gets, because this guy is the consummate major leaguer. He is great, and safe retirement for Derek Jeter.
Question for you, because I know you have no love for the Yankee organization, but do you
No,
think
I don't.
when-
Or their fan base.
When Jeter retires, does that actually harm the entire industry of baseball?
Anytime a guy like that leaves, you've got a hole in the universe that's left by that kind of presence. But no, baseball's
Okay.
bigger than individual players. But he is one of the greats, and I love the way he conducted himself. Tell a story about it. I saw him, a kid, Nomar Garciaparra jersey in Fenway Park, about 9 years old, and Derek Jeter just sitting there having a conversation with him like it was his best friend. And I watched it, and I've always respected Derek Jeter ever since that happened.
Not married, and all he does is pump and dump, like he should.
Oh,
you
and
know?
he gets the hottie of hotties.
Yeah.
They had a TV time for the latest one. She's
yeah.
She's like the DirecTV genie girl.
I saw her and said, "Oh my god!"
The
It's
weird
like-
thing is, right before Oscar used the phrase "pump and dump," I was going to say he's a very classy guy, but I'm going to
Yes.
hold on to that
Derek
comment now.
Jeter treats his women like Fox Television does. If there's a
Yep.
wrinkle, she's out of there.
Absolutely. She's gone. You've been eating bananas wrong your entire life. We found 2 separate stories today on what you should be doing when you eat bananas, and they're both disgusting. The first is you should eat bananas when they're green before
No.
they're ripe.
Ugh.
Okay. Rodney Bilton is a biochemist in England. He says green bananas are much higher in resistant starch. You have that in your shorts, don't you, Rob? Resistant starch.
It only lasts for about 8 minutes, but the dry cleaner keeps trying.
I love starch.
That's the best kind of fiber you can eat. It's a carb, but it doesn't make your blood sugar rise, and it can actually raise your metabolism. By the time bananas get ripe, a lot of that resistant starch is gone, so the greener it is, the better it is for you. And, of course, it doesn't taste as good.
Of course.
The second piece of advice on eating bananas is you should be eating the peel.
No!
Kimberly Snyder is a nutritionist and author. She says, quote, "The concentration of fiber in the peel is up 3 to 4 times higher than the fruit inside.
Yeah, you
it
know-
also contains a bevy of anti-aging antioxidants and vitamins."
There's a lot of fiber in straw too. Go ahead and eat
No, but the
that.
fact, no, I look. She's saying there's tremendous fiber in the peel, and I think many fruits are like that. That's why I eat my pineapples that way. Thank you very much.
Not a scrap is left.
Are you guys ready for Massachusetts news?
Oh, I love this.
I've got another kicker that's from straight out of Massachusetts, so
Love
I will
it, love
be
it.
adopting the Mass accent. Here we go. Police say a Taco Bell employee used a BB gun to shoot a customer who was enraged when no one came to the drive-thru window to take his order.
Oh no.
26-year-old Stephen Noska is scheduled to be arraigned Tuesday on charges including assault and battery with a dangerous weapon. Police tell the Republican newspaper in Springfield that it started at 4 a.m. Sunday when the customer approached the still-open drive-thru. After banging on the window and getting no response, he got out of his car and banged on the locked door. Police say the two fought, and Noska went to his car, got a BB gun, and shot the customer several times.
Oh, that's not okay.
Police say the customer then bit Noska on the arm. It's not clear if Noska has a lawyer. All I know is that's a wicked party to have over a late-night chalupa.
Thank you very much.
It's Massachusetts news.
I
We'll
love
take a
it.
break, come back with the audio vault and Rob Spiewak right here on the Mike O'Mara Show. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, everyone. This segment of the program is brought to you by Amazon. Might be a good place to put another promo, Rob, between those last two there.
Okay.
Just thinking about that. Quite a bit of reading, don't you know?
Of course.
Anyway, Amazon is lots of fun. You'll like Amazon. It supports the show. The number one way to support the Mike O'Mara Show is with Amazon. And since you're cool as a cucumber, why not buy some cucumber seeds? Huh? You want to do that?
I do.
Or a
Amazon Fire.
with Fire technology.
Firefly technology.
Firefly
Absolutely.
technology. I bought a banana seed.
You know what? I love cucumber gel mask.
And your skin looks wonderful for it.
And just the other day, I was enjoying my bottle of Thayer brand cucumber witch hazel.
What brand?
Thayer brand.
Of course.
Tastes great.
Wait,
Amazon
sure.
has it all, including dozens of cucumber how-to books for the cucumber first-timer. Whether you need a trash can, a wallet, glue sticks, a suit of armor, or candy, Amazon has it. Whether you need a trash can, a wallet, I said that already.
Yes.
Anyway, Amazon.com. Let's open up the audio vault. I'm sorry. I think I'm stroking out.
No, I think
it's time for Rob Spiewak in the audio vault. Take it away, Rob.
You mentioned it briefly, and if you watched carefully last night, I think it was mentioned in a crawl. I don't know if they actually said it. It was Derek Jeter's last All-Star game. They just brushed by it. Here's a quick list of highlights from last night's All-Star game.
Jeter.
Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter.
Jeter.
Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter. Jeter. Derek Jeter. Jeter. Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter. Jeter. Derek Jeter.
I think his name was said 115 times. Jeter.
Yeah.
Derek
Yeah,
Jeter.
and, you know, when you're a
Jeter.
good guy, you're a good guy, you get that kind of accolades. I mean, it's tremendous for him.
Jeter. 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 Jeter.
And I do like, and that's a tape, right, of the Yankee announcer that brings him out.
Yeah, and let me see if I
Derek
can get the-
Jeter. That guy?
Jeter.
Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter.
Wait a minute,
Derek
let me
Jeter.
move
Derek
this
Jeter.
stuff
Derek
It's
Jeter.
also
I have to
cool.
rearrange my cockpit to do this.
He didn't get the MVP, which was cool because he didn't have the best game, but he
Two
got-
at-bats
He
and
got the
2
recognition.
hits,
Yeah,
right?
he got
Yeah.
the recognition.
And
which is
also,
important.
with all that love for Derek Jeter, I also want to play the tape. This is all the times that they mentioned the late Tony Gwynn and the late Don Zimmer.
Oh man! I
Not
didn't
even a mention.
I didn't even catch that.
And
That
I
kinda
thought
sucks.
I think that's really an oversight on their part.
Now batting fourth, the shortstop for the All-Stars, Derek Jeter.
Jarek.
Jeter.
Well,
It's Derek.
at least
sir,
he's
it's
not
Derek.
CBS calling him Michael Jeter.
The
CB
Yankees, thank you.
And doesn't he go,
Sucks,
number 2,
God.
Derek Jeter, number 2. He repeats it.
Now batting number 2, Derek Jeter, number 2.
Yeah, I love it. Great. And that guy's
Thank you.
passed away, right?
Who?
The announcer guy.
I'm dead. Now, speaking to you from heaven, the announcer who's dead.
You know who has you announcer?
Who?
Gene Kasem.
Gene Kasem, give up the body. Thank you.
Are you familiar, Oscar, or announcer, or Mike, or anybody, what a Honda is with launch control?
No.
Launch control is something that Honda has that actually makes your acceleration more efficient. It's like, I think, a governor.
Okay.
on
I'm not
your-
familiar with launch control. I am familiar with ground control and Major Tom.
Now, did they ever speak, those two?
This is ground control to Major Tom. What is launch control?
It is a system that Honda has to make their acceleration more efficient, and I put this video on the Mike O'Mara Show Facebook page. This is, it starts with a close-up of a Honda, and you hear the rev control, with the launch control.
Okay.
Then they approach the car, lift the hood. There's no engine. It's a guy sitting under the hood imitating.
That's cool.
And just for comparison, here is the real launch control, and I can't tell the difference. He's very, very good at it.
I know in
This
Porsches.
is what people are occupying their time with, imitating engines under the hood.
That's right. Hey, you know
Number
what,
2.
announcer? I was going to say, do you have to go to the bathroom? And if so,
Yes.
how do you
Thank
have to go?
Thank you, Rob.
Number 2.
I've put the microphone
Number
down.
2.
Had a great little conversation with Mac the intern yesterday after the show, and he brought up something to me that I had in the back of my mind. I thought it was too obscure, but he came up with it by himself, so I want to bring it to you. Mike, you remember, of course, news show character Claudio Lavagna, right?
Coming afloat, one deck at a time.
Yes.
On Monday, the refloating of the Costa.
I immediately had the same thought that Mac did. We had to go back about a year and a half when I had an infomercial for Japanese ceramic knives.
Okay.
It's almost the same voice. Check out the knives.
Welcome to Yanjing King Double Ceramic Knives Manufacturer Company Limited, which is a specialist manufacturer and exporter of ceramic knives.
And now, at the same time.
Welcome to Yanjing King Double Ceramic
On
Knives
Monday, the
Manufacturer
refloating of the
Company
Costa
Limited,
Concordia was
which is a
finally
specialist
underway.
manufacturer.
And I just...
Isn't it like they learned Rosetta Stone
Yeah,
English?
yeah, it's like
Or
too
something like that?
perfect
Television.
or something. I don't know if I
Right,
can really go with it.
television.
Now,
They put it up in the bubble. Thank you.
this is a heartwarming tape. This is from Graniteville,
Does
New
it have
York.
Ruth Foster in it?
It does not. It's not quite that
Okay.
heartwarming.
All right, very
A veteran of the Army, Mike
Yes.
Solsana, was at Lowe's, and he was shopping, and his wheelchair broke down. He lost his legs in 1971. He's
Okay.
been after the VA for a long time to get a replacement wheelchair. They, up to that point, had not done it. The employees at Lowe's...
I'm just shocked that the VA would not be helping our veterans.
tragic.
Jesus, that is the worst organization known to mankind.
3 Lowe's employees approached him, bought all the parts, and repaired his wheelchair, even staying after the store closed. And
You're
fixed
good.
his wheelchair, made it as good as new. Here is the guy saying thank you.
I was thanking them, and they just said, you know, that I wasn't leaving there until the wheelchair was like new. And on the final thanks, I think what really touched me was when I thanked them all, and they just looked at me and they just said it was their honor. I mean, we fought for everyone, you know, but basically we fought for the good people, you know, for the the type of people that America grows. Workers, people that go out and help you.
Since then, the VA, because of the publicity, have given him a new wheelchair. I say too little, too late, and I
Absolutely.
applaud the people of
Screw them.
Lowe's at
Yeah.
Graniteville, New York City. Mike, that is your Magic Audio Vault. Have a great Wednesday.
That is a good way to end it, Rob. That's
What a nice
fantastic.
story.
And I'm stunned at the. I hope that story stays in the news with the VA and how inadequate they are. I get tired of it. I really do. That's it. This concludes our broadcast day. But dry your eyes. It's not goodbye, just so long. You can always write us a letter. Send it to TMOS, P.O. Box 2796, Leesburg, Virginia, 20177. And email all technical queries to ponyboy at MikeO'MaraShow.com. And if you'd like to be a part of the legendarily popular Thursday mailbag segment, drop a line to the Jolly One, Rob at MikeO'MaraShow.com. And remember, the official TMOS eVoice line remains the same, 800-440-8167. Open all the time, no waiting. For Rob Spiewak and Oscar Santana, Mike O'Mara saying, see you next time, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
This episode of The Mike O'Mara Show is brought to you by Hulu Plus. Watch your favorite shows anytime, anywhere with Hulu Plus on your TV or on the go with your smartphone or tablet. Shows like Family Guy, Once Upon a Time, New Girl, Scandal, and more. Right now, you can try Hulu Plus for free for 2 weeks when you go to huluplus.com/TMOS or click the banner on our website. That's huluplus.com/TMOS. Now scram.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.